Arizona Cardinals at home Week 7 trying to break a 4-game losing streak, which won't be easy as they take on the one-loss Green Bay Packers, who are now back on top in the NFC North.
Love with a little smirk there, realizing that they're going to come away with the win here.
Despite the feelings surrounding Arizona right now, Cheesehead Nation should not overlook the Cardinals just because they're 2-4. Their 4 losses, all by 4 or fewer points. Every single game they've played has been a one-score game, and last week's could very easily have gone their way, save Madagascar Marty deciding all of a sudden that now is the time to let them play.
Incomplete! He wanted McBride, who's begging for a flag!
Packers, though, did put down a sub-500 squad last week by more than 8 points. Green Bay's offense good for 27 versus Cincinnati, which they've been good for in every game save one this season. They're tops at moving the sticks, too.
Love on the move, the pump fake, the drive, and he has the first down.
Jordan Love putting up over 250 yards per game, 259 versus the Bengals, TD and a pick, but 10 yards per attempt, completed 73% of his passes, has completed over 70% in 3 straight, a 101 rate. He's cracked 100 in 4 or 5 games.
Love wanting to wind up and does, and caught!
This is a big-time throw.
Arizona's DBs just gave up a 101 rate to Daniel Jones, a couple of touchdowns.
To the goal line, Warren is in, roaring out of the gates.
Cardinals giving up over 245 yards per game through the air, but still, Love faces a secondary holding quarterbacks to an 84 rate, top 10. Just 6.5 yards per attempt, only gave up 212 yards to Jones, and they picked him off.
Jones rolls, throws, intercepted! Picked off by Mack Wilson!
Defense still gave up 31 points, though. Let them convert all 4 red zone trips, half of their third down tries.
Pressure comes, floats it back of the end zone, caught with the touchdown!
Holding teams to 21 overall, so it was a subpar day at the office compared to how they've fared through the first 5 weeks. Just 1 sack on 30 pass attempts. Love only took 1 sack on his 26 tries. Pass protection has only been an issue in 1 of his outings this year.
Getting the ball out of the hands of Love quickly, getting out in space.
Used the time last week to help Matthew Golden put up the best game of his career so far, 86 yards, which gives him 50-plus in 3 straight games.
The Packers said he had the best hands in the draft coming out, and he shows it here.
Romeo Doubs chipped in 55 yards.
And he finds his receiver downfield, caught by Doubs.
Tight end Tucker Kraft, 43 yards, and his 3rd TD of the season.
It's off to the tight end, Kraft, galloping inside, touchdown!
And Josh Jacobs, 57 receiving yards. That's 44-plus receiving yards, 3 straight games.
And underneath he goes, caught by the leaping Jacobs, chased on the play, getting by.
Jacobs could be Arizona's biggest problem if they don't shore some things up with their run defense. They gave up 123 yards on 5.9 a run and a touchdown to Jonathan Taylor in their most recent loss.
They keep it on the ground. Jonathan Taylor bouncing off tacklers. What a run!
Jacobs, 2 touchdowns, 93 yards on 5.2 a carry, week 6, 84-plus yards in 3 of his last 4, and last week was his most efficient outing yet.
From terrific blocking, Morgan and others opening the door, and then Jacobs doing it himself.
If Green Bay's offense does its thing, can Arizona's keep up? Seems like it, and maybe doesn't matter who QBs. Have to wait and see if Kyler Murray is healthy enough to play. He sat out last week, but watched Jacoby Brissett throw for 320 yards, 100 more than Kyler had thrown for. 2 touchdowns, some clutch throws to give them a shot on their final drive.
Leaping high to make the catch, and the Cardinals are knocking on the door.
Arizona's high on offense was 21 points before last week. Brissett sparked up 27 versus Indianapolis. Again, maybe should have been 34. 6 trips inside the red zone, 9 for 14 on 3rd down.
Brissett will throw underneath. It's caught down the sideline and into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Packers defense just faced an old backup QB. Didn't pick off Joe Flacco once, gave up 2 touchdowns to him. Kinda let him make the game closer than they would have liked.
5-man rush, Flacco to the air, and caught! Wow!
Lots of Dunkin' Donuts passes, though, held him under 5 yards per attempt. A 90 rate allowed to quarterbacks on the season. Respectable, not dominant. Didn't lead to many points either. Held Cincinnati to 18, their top 10 in points per game at 20 per game. They're 6th best on third down.
Round the block at the left tackle. Here they come. There he goes. Incomplete for Pirine.
Had a little trouble with T. Higgins, allowed 62 yards to him, 94 and a touchdown to Jamar Chase. Will they face Marvin Harrison, only 32 yards versus Indianapolis after he left the game with a concussion? Zay Jones led the way last week with 79, easily his best 2025 showing.
Looking for Zay Jones, who makes a nice grab.
Targets leader most games was last week, tight end Trey McBride, 72 yards and a score, 5 or more catches every game.
On the roll, floats it for McBride. Touchdown, Arizona!
Brissett took 2 sacks, 44 pass attempts, not bad, but got hit 12 times.
Dips and dodges away. Brissett in trouble. Down he goes.
Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons never made it to Flacco's house. Green Bay only did once on 45 pass attempts. Flacco made a point of getting rid of the ball fairly quickly most snaps. Pack only gave up 55 rush yards in that win. Neither of Zona's backs cracked 3.9 a run versus the Colts, finished with 88 for the game. Bam Knight did score at least.
Looking for running room. Bam Knight to the goal line. Touchdown.
Using this point in the season to clear the air with fans who might be new to the game preview universe, there's no AI voiceover shenanigans going on here. We have tried our best to sign up Max Headroom, though. Contract negotiations are ongoing, so check back next week, and hopefully he will be in the driver's seat.
Just keep working, but at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Green Bay dominated Arizona last year, have dominated the series, so let's let Cards fans soak in some good memories like in 2009. Has anyone ever seen a better playoff game?
In the last 18 minutes of regulation, the teams combined for 5 touchdowns in what would be the highest scoring game in playoff history. Aaron Rodgers' 4th touchdown pass tied the score with under 2 minutes remaining.
The Cardinals cannot stop the Packer offense.
How did this happen?
Rodgers dropping back, in trouble. Rodgers hit, ball came out. Cardinals have it, Dansby. He's going to score. Cardinals win. They're going to New Orleans.
And the game is over. Ball triggered loose. What a way for it to end.
NFL history, legend, and lore.